Welcome back, everybody. So, to look someone up means to try to find that person or a group of people and then go to see that person or people. For example, if you lived somewhere and your friend lived in a different place, you would say, hey, look me up if you ever visit my city. Find out where I am and I'll show you around, sort of thing.
Okay, I like to look up my old classmates on Facebook and see if I can find them
Where
on
are
there.
you? What are you doing? So on.
Right. Well, Faber advises Montag to defeat the firemen by putting books in their houses.
Ooh.
Oh, so maybe the hound will go and hunt other people and leave Montag alone. This is what the professor advises him to do. Advise is a verb, A-D-V-I-S-E, A-D-V-I-S-E. Basically, to advise someone is to give them good advice. Advice is the noun, A-D-V-I-C-E, all right? If you give someone advice, you're giving them what you think is a good thing to do, what you would do if you were them. So if we're doing that, we can use the verb to advise. We often ask our parents or our teachers or an older brother or sister to advise us about things because, you know, they've lived longer, they might have more experience than us, and they can give us good information, good help. For example, my parents advised me to study a subject that would help me get a career.
Useful advice.
That's good advice.
So, we also saw the word defeat. D-E-F-E-A-T, defeat. So, to defeat someone means to beat them, to overcome them in some kind of contest. An easy example is the boxer defeated his opponent in the 5th round.
Okay, so he was the winner and the other guy was the loser. The winner defeats the loser. All right.
So he's saying, Faber says, take these books of yours, put them in firemen's houses.
Why? Well, the article says this will destroy the firemen's reputation. All of the firemen will look like criminals and bad guys.
Yeah, like how can you burn books when you're keeping them all for yourself? What's all this?
Exactly. If you see a policeman driving his car too fast, you might say, hey,
wait
you
a
can't
minute.
do that. It might destroy your reputation. Your reputation is what people think of you. To destroy something is to ruin it, to kill it, to damage it so badly that it can never be used again. For example, typhoons might destroy buildings near the ocean. You know, the waves and wind will knock the building down. It will be destroyed. For example, several buildings were destroyed in the earthquake. Ooh, that's something else that destroys
Yeah, that's
people.
right. So again, reputation is what the public thinks of you. It's what the people in general have an idea of you or what this thing is, and that's what they think. And if you destroy it, everyone will think badly of you.
Right.
For example, this company has a bad reputation because it broke several food safety laws. So now everybody thinks, oh, I don't want to buy their stuff. I don't know what's in it.
That's right. Meanwhile, Faber will get a printer to make more books.
Smart.
Oh, the professor will help him by making more books that then they can hide in more firemen's houses. So
or just read.
Or just read, that's true, so they won't get burned and lost forever. Here we have this adverb meanwhile, M-E-A-N-W-H-I-L-E. Meanwhile, it's basically a useful word to use when we're telling a story. Meanwhile kind of shows that two actions are going on at the same time. So Bob walked to the store. Meanwhile, his wife started making dinner. These things are happening at the same time, although they're in the different places with different people doing them.
Okay, so let's look on at the article. So Montag, he's got all these books, but Montag returns one of his books to Beatty. That's the deal, right? He's got 24 hours.
Right.
So he says, here, yeah, I did take a book, and here's that book. We can burn it.
Okay.
But the firemen at this big office where they all work
the fire
are
station.
soon called to a house.
Okay.
They get a call that comes in, say, someone's got books. You know, you need to come here quickly and burn them down because I'm very scared because of all this books and knowledge that's going on.
This is a normal thing for Montag. It's his job, but the article says this time it's different. Montag realizes with horror that it's his own house.
Oh my goodness.
It's his own house he has to go to and burn the books or burn the house down. Of course, he is filled with horror. Horror is a noun, H-O-R-R-O-R. It's terrible fear. It's something really awful has happened, and we often use that verb to be filled with horror, okay? You see something terrible happen, and you want to stop it, but you can't. That feeling would be horror. For example, The people watched in horror as the fire spread to other buildings. They're thinking, oh, it's going to cost so much and people get hurt. This is terrible, but we can't do anything.
Yeah, so Montag ends up at his own house
to
burn all these books. Because what's happened is...
Did the robot dog, did the hound find them?
It's not the hound. The article says Mildred, his wife, has sold him out.
No.
And all his books are about to be burned.
Mildred!
So his wife has sold him out. To sell someone out is to betray that person, often by revealing their secret or some other damaging information. For example, the criminal sold out the rest of his gang in order to avoid jail.
He stabbed them in the back. He betrayed them. He was a Judas.
Okay, so that's Montag. His wife has left him and betrayed him. He's got to burn down his own house. He's got all the firemen with him, so he can't escape. What is he going to do?
I don't know. So tell us.
I can't. You have to join us tomorrow to find out. We're going to leave it at this exciting moment and go to today's For You Chat question.
All right.